Good morning, everyone. My name is Mrs. Bailey, and today we're going to be reading Ducky Lullaby, written by Mrs. Bailey, and the cover art is by J.B. Ford. The cover art is this picture right here, and the rest of the artwork in the book is by Public Domain Vectors. So before we get started today, I want to mention a couple of things. The first thing is, do any of you know what a lullaby is? A lullaby is a sweet little song that helps you get to sleep. Your parents or your grandparents or whoever you live with may sing you a lullaby at night to help you get to sleep, or you may listen to a lullaby on the radio to help you get to sleep, but it's just something nice and soothing that kind of lulls you into a sound sleep. And you can go off into dreamland for the night. One other thing before we get started that I want to mention is the first time that we read the book, we may stop a few times, look at the pictures, talk about something that we see in the book. But then we're going to read it a second time. And the second time around that I read, and that you can read along with me, we're not going to make any stops. We're just going to read it straight through because it's kind of fun to read straight through. I actually have this book memorized. It's a really cool book to memorize. Okay, so let's get started. Note all of the colors that you see. For instance, right here we see the color green. Well, the word behind that green color is the word green. So every time you see one of the colors, you know that the word that it's over is the actual word spelled out. So let's get started. In a green field with a big red barn, there lived a spotted cow who drank from a pond. Now in this pond there lived a yellow duck, but poor little ducky had a run of bad luck. That ducky did have a run of bad luck. Look at there. She's upside down in that pond. And look at this cow. Look how she's drinking from that pond. She's drinking with a straw. Do cows drink with a straw? That's kind of silly, isn't it? I think she's drinking with a straw so she can keep an eye on the ducky. If her head was down drinking from the pond, she wouldn't be able to see the ducky. So we've seen the word green, red, and yellow on this page. That's a lot of colors. I see something kind of yellow back here. That's hay. Now, does anyone know what animal might eat hay? I think a horse. I don't see any horses out there, though. Maybe we'll see a horse later. Okay, we're on this page. Every time she'd quack, out would come a squeak. "Run for the hills," said the piggies so pink. Poor little ducky. They don't want to hear her singing. "She's gonna try and sing," said the bluebird up high. "Oh, please just sleep," said a fishy passing by. And the fish is saying, "Go to sleep already." And look, poor little ducky, she was trying to sing, but her notes just fell flat in the pond. Ah, look, I finally see the horse. Who's gonna eat that hay? I knew there was a horse there somewhere. "You gotta give it up," yelled the chicken from his coop. "Or at least tone it down," said the brown raccoon. And the raccoon right here is saying, "Chill, please." Look at all of these little baby chicks in the coop. We have 1, 2, well, that 2 didn't come out right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop, I see one over here. 8. 8 little baby chicks. And I will try to write those numbers later on over so you can see them. You know what's funny about the number 8? 8 starts with an E. It's E-I-G-H-T. That's the number 8. That's a funny one. You know what other word is written that's kind of funny? The number 1. It starts with an O. O-N-E. That's the number 1. Oop. I was trying to do a little thing right there. Okay, the number 1, or just a straight up and down line. It sounds like it would start with a W, doesn't it? Wah. It doesn't. That's a tricky one. It starts with an O. So over here it says the chicken's yelling from her coop. That's right here. And you see this word out here says, give it up. Chickens live in coops. That's their homes. The same way we live in a house or an apartment, they live in a coop. Okie doke. When Ducky heard this, she started to cry. Oh, give her one more chance, said the purple butterfly. Aw, look at there, that's a pretty butterfly, isn't it? Just give the baby one more chance to sing. Look at her, she's crying. Sweet baby. We've got an idea, said the big white cat. Cough as hard as you can, said the little gray rat. I wonder what that's going to do. You know what I just noticed? There are a lot of rhyming words in this book. We have cat and we have rat. And those 2 rhyming words end in the same 2 letters. A-T, A-T. Cat, rat. Can you think of any other words that might rhyme with cat and rat? How about bat, or sat, or mat, or flat? There's a lot of words that rhyme with cat and rat. And over here we have cry and we have butterfly. Now the butter part doesn't rhyme, but the fly part does. So it kind of goes cry and fly. Right here it says, cough hard where the rat is. I wonder why they want her to cough. Ducky wasn't sure. Go ahead, said the dog. So she coughed real hard, and out jumped a frog. Look at this frog over here that jumped out. So, question, do you think it was that frog that was making her sing so yucky? Maybe that's why she couldn't sing. Because frogs croak, don't they? So every time she would try to sing, the other animals might hear a frog croaking, which doesn't sound so pretty sometimes, except to other frogs. My, oh my, I've been stuck for so long. My only fun was singing those songs. Yep, I think that's what it is, because that's what the frog is saying. Frog's been stuck in Ducky's throat. Well, what a relief, chimed the crickets on the log. Maybe Ducky's squeak was due to that frog. That's what you and I think, isn't it? And look at here, we have 1, there, 2, there's my 2, and 3. 3 crickets are on the log. I wonder how many animals are out there in total. So we have 1, 2, 3 crickets. We have a frog, that's 4. We have a dog, that's 5. A duck, that's 6. A cat, 7. I see the rat over here, that's 8. Up here is the butterfly, that's 9. And look, I see the brown raccoon's tail, that's 10. So there's 10 out there right now, but we also know that there are other animals too, right? We've seen the cow. We've seen the horse. So yeah, there's a lot of animals on this farm. As the orange sun set, you could hear a sweet sigh as everyone slept to a ducky lullaby. Oh, look at there. They're all sleeping right now. All of them are asleep, except it looks like maybe the rat's just sitting there eating some cheese, staring at the cat. But look, there's Ducky, and her notes are not flat in the pond anymore. These notes are going all through the farm. So she's singing really sweet, a pretty lullaby that's got all of her friends going to sleep. So that was a really cute book, wasn't it? So just like I promised, we're now going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to read this again without stopping so many times. It almost sounds like a song whenever you read it. And you know what? The same way I have it memorized, I bet you guys can memorize it too, if you listen to it enough. So let's get started. It says, in a green field with a big red barn, there lived a spotted cow who drank from a pond. Now in this pond, there lived a yellow duck, but poor little ducky had a run of bad luck. Every time she'd quack, out would come a squeak. Run for the hills, said the piggies so pink. She's gonna try and sing, said the bluebird up high. Oh, please just sleep, said a fishy passing by. You gotta give it up, yelled the chicken from his coop, or at least tone it down, said the brown raccoon. When Ducky heard this, she started to cry. Oh, give her one more chance, said the purple butterfly. We've got an idea, said the big white cat. Cough as hard as you can, said the little gray rat. Ducky wasn't sure. Go ahead, said the dog. So she coughed real hard, and out jumped a frog. My, oh my, I've been stuck for so long. My only fun was singing those songs. Well, what a relief, chimed the crickets on the log. Maybe Ducky's squeak was due to that frog. As the orange sun set, you could hear a sweet sigh as everyone slept to a ducky lullaby. I am so glad that everything turned out good for poor Ducky. She had a hard time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you learned a little something. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.